I don't even want to hold this man.
All right, we are live. Welcome to Smart Love Sundays. It's your girl, Ladonna. Super excited about today's edition of Smart Love Sundays. Today, I'm going to have a couple good men come on and answer some questions that the ladies want to know when it comes to sex, love, relationships, marriage, all that. I handpicked these two gentlemen because they both bring different perspectives, raw and uncut. They funny as hell, but we gonna get the truth because this is what we need to hear, ladies. Like whether it's gonna hurt our feelings or not, we need to know for real what men are thinking. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring them up and let them introduce themselves. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. I'll start with you. Okay, hold on. Let's get these screens right. Hello, introduce yourself, sir.
What's going on, man? This is Mark. Mark MARQ. Date night online. Mr. Date Night, whatever you want to call me, Dr. Feel Good. Dr. Feel FEEL. What else you want to call
All right, thank you for joining, Mark. Okay, I'm bringing my other good man on. Hello.
What up? Why my square so little? What's going on?
Turn your phone, bro. Get your
I got a
panoramic
small
on.
piece of the pie.
There you
Oh,
go. Yeah,
oh,
that's all. Yeah.
I
Hey,
love
come
Hey.
it.
on,
All
man. I
right,
got you,
cool.
brother.
All right, so I'm Nida Great from the projects, one part of the projects, and shoot, I got plenty of experience. All I gotta say, I got bodies. I'm just playing.
You
Go ahead.
got bodies? Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. And hearts too. You melting hearts over there, Nye. Okay, so before we jump into this, why don't you both kind of give us your status? Like, what are you right now? You dating, married, single,
uh,
catching hot ones? Like, what you doing?
dating with I'm gonna say real easy. Dating with the intentions to marry. That's what I'm doing.
Okay, all right.
Mhm.
What about you, Nye?
I'm dating with the intention to divorce. That's one thing I haven't done. I'm just playing. Nah, I ain't even dating, dude.
You not
Tell you, yeah, I'm not dating, not right now. I'm taking a break. Um,
okay.
I'm really want to really focus on myself right now. I kind of want to get these M's first before I entertain anything. That's how I feel
Mhm.
right now. But I mean, I'm getting there, so it's cool.
No, I think that's smart. That's smart. So thank you for letting us know because I'm sure the lady's going to be asking, like, are they single? Like,
Okay, I am single.
All right.
I'm single.
you're
That
single.
is, yeah, I'm
He's,
single. Bro.
You're single. You're just not actively dating right now because you're working on getting yourself together, and that's
Hmm.
perfectly fine.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah. Well, I don't even want to say get myself because I'm together.
right.
I just want to scale it up.
Right.
Scale
Mm,
it up so I can entertain a lifestyle that I want. You know,
I
like we
like
all.
that.
Yeah.
I like
I
that.
spoil myself through the years, so I'm like, man, fuck that. I'm not gonna be one of the have-nots.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have some burning questions
Oh,
that
That's not the
the
hey.
ladies.
You
sound
gotta
like an
reframe that
STD.
question. You said some
Okay,
burning. Yeah, you got some burning questions.
okay,
All
I
right, now
have
hold on
Contaminated
now.
about sex.
All
okay, I have some
right.
exciting questions that the ladies want to know. And so the thing is, like, there's a lot of relationship experts out here that are giving women advice. Quite a few of them are men.
Mm.
And we often hear things that we're like, is that right? Like, do men really feel like that? And so I brought the two of you on to kind of give us your opinion. Like, don't feel like you have to speak for every man. Really, you're just, speaking for yourself from your own experiences. And hopefully, like, these ladies can learn something from your answers. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
That's
sir.
great.
I'm with you. We
What we
ready.
got?
What we got? Okay. So I'm gonna kind
Sipping
of,
my
and
tea.
we're gonna do this like conversational style. So I may have follow-up questions, but I really want to, don't just give me one word answers. I want you to like, explain yourself, stand on your shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So since you both are single, I'm going to start like with like the dating questions. And what, oh, that's smart. Okay. And so just start off number one. When it comes to dating, what for you, and I'll kind of start with you, Nye, what do you feel is the difference between like dating and courting? And is there a difference and do you participate in either?
Uh, like Mark said earlier, it's one type of dating, and that's dating for marriage. It's no other type. It's all kind of other types of dating. It's dating to fuck. It's dating to have conversations. It's dating for boredom. I know women who call men just because they're hungry. And they go
Oh,
on a
not
date
the foodie calls.
just to
Booty
eat.
calls. Booty calls, right.
Booty calls. It's all kind. I have participated in probably all of those. Let me think.
Okay.
What did I name? Okay, I don't want to sound like a creep, but I don't know. It's all learning experience though. But I don't do booty calls anymore. One night stands. That was all learning. Right now, dating for marriage is like probably the number one. It should be the number one thing going. I think that should be the only reason for dating, honestly.
Mm,
Depending on what y'all talk about, but at the beginning, it's all about intentions. Because a guy could tell a girl he dating for marriage, but he really just trying to smash. He's just trying to clap some cheeks. But I know
mm.
women are very intuitive, so they able to pick up on that stuff. Some of them ignore it though. But I don't. What was it? What am I talking about?
No, I get it. No, you answered
What
the
kind of
question.
question?
Right,
Loaded.
So basically,
You
right,
set me
okay, so
up.
you're saying like there's different types of dating depending on the
right.
purpose. And so like okay, so you would say courting is specifically dating for
Dating for marriage.
marriage and
Yes.
everything else is just open.
It's kind of play. If you really think about it, if everybody was able to keep it totally real, it would be a different world. If everybody would just it had their intentions on their forehead, I think dating would be easier. You'll be
Mm,
able to find what you want quicker. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
I'm
that's
done. Go
true.
ahead, Mark.
Mark, what you
Okay, what was it? Repeat the question for me again. I want to make sure.
like the difference because so you actually mentioned that you are dating for the purpose of marriage. So I was asking like the difference between like dating, courting, or different types of dating. Like when we say dating, it's not really a generic term. It means
Right.
different things. So to you, what is dating?
Well, dating really. At the end of the day, yes, the dating is like I say this: dating is simply gathering information. That's all it is, right? How you gather the information is the determination of what makes it different, right? Like he was saying before, you're dating for just to hang out, you're dating just to have sex, you're dating just for marriage, you're dating for whatever. You still gathering information regardless, right? So
Mhm.
it is gathering information. And so let's say, for instance, if you're gathering information to move to the next stage, which would be courting, at that time you gathering information just to see to make sure if you could she's able to move to the next phase, right? And that would be,
Mhm.
of course, that's courting. So courting would be at that point in introduction to mother, introduction to children, a little bit more in introduction into how am I handling my affairs? Because after that, what happens? You marry. So you want to make sure you follow those steps because the courting phase is to make sure that you can you can get along with the in-laws. You got to or make adjustments. You got to make those adjustments before you get married, right? So the courting
Mhm.
stage will allow you to see all that, and then you're able to determine if you want to move to the next stage, which would be marriage.
Mm, I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Facts. I'm learning from Mark. Let's go, Mark.
You so crazy, man. Go ahead.
Okay. So I'm gonna piggyback off of that. So now that you both have kind of given your understanding or opinions of what the different phases or what dating means, when you're dating, and either one of you could jump in to answer this, but when you're dating, are you okay with, because like we're saying, we're not in the courting phase, right? We're just dating, we're gathering information.
Right.
Are men okay with women dating multiple people if you are a part of that? Like, do you consider dating like it's just me and you, or is it open?
Well, I'll say this. If you're going to take the time out to slide me in your schedule, you definitely going to have to balance yourself, right? The moment I feel like I know that you're out dating, and then at that next phase, we don't spend the proper enough time to see if I can, check your resume and you check mine, then I'm gonna have to let you go, right? Because you're not able to balance it, right? How are you going to be able to get to know who I am if you jumping around too much, right? That's a waste of all of our times. So yeah, you can date whoever you want to date, but make sure that it's I want my third or fourth or whatever you dishing, because I want to see if it's right for me. You see, so that's what I would say.
So are you saying that you don't date multiple people? Are you
mean,
focus on one person?
everybody has somebody in the beginning. Let's be honest, right? It's somebody we can all pick up the phone and, you know what I'm saying, and get an oil change. You know what I mean? Anybody can dip the stick and get an oil change. At any point. You know what I mean? That's not no mystery. You know what I mean? So there's a time limit just on it, right? Everybody knows it's based on how you feel at that time on the direction you should go. Ain't no time to it. It's how you feel, not what you think, right? Not when you think we should be together. So we should know how that feels. So there has to be a time limit on it, especially when you're dating multiple people. So
I agree with that. But have you ever tried to read 4 books at one time?
Right. That's right. Now, thank you.
And like you said before, dating is gathering information, and you gather all this information at one time. Honestly, I'm multi-talented, but I'm not much of a multitasker. So I would rather you take your time. If you're really serious, you don't test drive 50 cars at one time. If you're really serious, you're gonna take it one at a time, one date at a time. You date 4 people at one time. What are you doing?
No, okay, but in the beginning when we talked about like the different stages of dating, right? So we talking about, you mentioned dating for sex, dating for foodie calls, dating for a purpose. So we're not at the courting stage, right? We're not at the, I made a decision that I want to move forward to something serious with you. This is the gathering information phase. So are you saying that it should be locked down to one person at a time?
Well, not locked down, but give that person the consideration. Yes, one at a time. Because man, if you let me know, oh yeah, I'm dating 4 other guys right now, that's a deal breaker for me. I'm out of here. You for the streets. That's how I feel.
Even if it doesn't mean sex, like dating.
It don't gotta mean sex. Because spending time is depending on spending time is quality. Like that's why secretaries cheat with bosses, because they spend quality time together. So even just time, even if you don't like a person so much, but they like you spending time with them and you building that up. You get what I'm saying? So that's making me think like it's a damn competition. I used to play semi-pro basketball. Is this a tournament? I'm good. I'm gonna move on to the next because I know my worth. I'm not gonna be part of a harem.
Right.
That's not
right. And then too, I think it's a benefit. Now I see it both ways, but again, I see a benefit if you lock in with somebody, because honestly, no matter how much information you gather, if you ain't balanced and you know what it is that you want, and you don't know, exactly what it is and how to get it, you got to. if you're balanced, you can definitely figure it out faster if you're one-on-one. I guarantee you. If you tap into your intuition and your discernment, and it will, you can probably decipher faster with one person. It's very possible. You see what I'm saying? If you're balanced and you know what it is. Now, if you out here zigzagging, I mean, continue to zigzag, and you may luck up on the right one.
If your intuition is on point, you could do 40 dates and 40 nights. If it's on point, because I go to day, I get turned off too easy. I think that's another problem I need to work on. If I'm been traumatized in some type of way, this is all the things I'm working on right now before I even date, because it's crazy out here, man. But yeah, I just if your discernment and your intuition is on point, you'll see something.
You see it.
Gone. Because one thing that women do, because they love hard, is they'll ignore those signs just to get what they feel like they desire, but they end up getting a result that they never wanted in the first place. So, don't ignore them signs. That first self that speak, that first voice is God. Telling you. Yeah, that's God. So don't ignore it. We always listen to the second voice, the one that convinces us not to do the first voice. So kind of like the angel, the devil, or the children,
right?
But yeah. So to me,
you'll
one
say,
at a time.
You'll say your whole self time, right?
Yeah. I think you spreading yourself real thin, trying to go on all them dates. I think, to tell you the truth, your ancestors or whatever you believe in will draw in the person for you if you take it serious. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like a team thing; it's a one-on-one.
It is.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, you gotta speak stuff. You gotta speak stuff into existence too. That's the main key. If you're gonna get out here and say I want a date, you gotta have a positive dating
intention. Yeah.
Right. And then look, there's in sales. I think I said this before, but in sales, they say for every 10 no's, eventually you're gonna get a yes. But you got to keep believing in the process. It's the same. It's the same thing with dating, right? If you keep running into bad 10 times in a row, right, and you go on bad dates, you always got to keep the mind focused on what it is you want and don't allow it to deter you, because the moment you start getting a mindset of it being bad or terrible, it's going to stay bad and terrible.
Yep. Absolutely. Great answers. Look at y'all. Okay. All right. We're sticking to our dating theme right now. So I'm going to ask you, what are qualities that you look for in a woman?
Say it again.
Give me like your top 3 to 5 qualities that you look for in a woman during that dating phase to determine whether or not you are going to move to the next.
Okay, growth, the ability to, but it's the same thing, which is growth. Flexible beliefs, you know what I mean. The ability to in the time of, like, say for instance, in the time of adverse situations, how do you respond? Right? In the time when it's down, you know what I mean? How are you gonna? To me, that's number one, right? Because we're gonna have fun, right? We're gonna have fun. I'm gonna get back to the other two, but we're gonna have fun, right? I gotta touch on this one. This is my number one. We're gonna have fun, but the moment that it starts to look kind of dreary, when the rain comes, guess what? How are you gonna act? Is what I need to know, right? Because I'm a thinker. I can't think with chaos going around. We already got enough chaos going on around us, right? And then here you go, chaotically over here. I need you to, so I can deliver an answer, right? Okay, so that, and also one that likes to take care of herself, her body, right? And then also one that believes in themselves. So that would be my 5.
That's a powerful 5. I don't even know if I ain't got nothing. Well, I'm gonna tell you this. Yeah. All right. So, like his last one, beauty is important to me.
Right.
and that's inside and out. But your beauty gets my attention. Your mind keeps my attention. So
Mm.
if you have a intellectual mind, we can have conversations because I'm a sapiosexual. So I would love if somebody was able to teach. I'm always teaching everybody. I would love to teach somebody to come and teach me.
And
So
I'm a
that's one.
lesbian.
One to what you say?
And I'm a lesbian. Go ahead. You're sapiosexual. I'm a lesbian. Go ahead.
You gonna have to devise say how you pronounce it? Sapiosexual. But
Sapiosexual. Well, that's somebody who's attracted to the mind, like somebody who's
Right.
attracted to intellect and
Absolutely.
knowledge. I love learning. I love teaching. So man, we got to be able to build on that. Like
Mhm.
like he said, a flexible mind, somebody who's spiritually flexible, because there's a lot of truth out here that's being unveiled, and you don't want to be stuck in the third grade. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
man. Yeah.
That's another one. Uh, I guess this is the courting stage a little bit when you start to meet the children, but I pay attention to how you treat and raise your children. I pay attention
Yeah.
Mm.
heavily to that
You can
because
ask questions on dates for that.
that's true.
At the end of the
But
day. Right.
people can lie.
Yeah, but
Actions
you
don't lie. Actions
right.
don't
But
lie. When you
women
see
are
them enter, you see exactly how they interact.
right. Right.
That's a key for me. That's a turn on or off for
If you
me,
put
right?
a certain pressure on a woman when you ask a question, you'll know if she lying.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you're right.
It's
Intuition. You're right about that.
the
You're right.
energy. It's the energy. Like she
You're
like,
right
I
about
don't
that.
know if
40
I
days.
want to tell him this lie.
Yeah, you could tell when somebody lying. But
Yeah.
yeah, it I don't know. I'm to tell you the truth, I'm more simple than anything. I want her to be able to cut my hair, play games with me, massage me. Is that too much to ask? I'm just messing with you.
No,
No,
not if
but like
that's what you
say
want.
this is what's crazy. If I'm providing the lifestyle financially, match me. Not my
Mm.
finance, but match what I'm doing. Follow me
Mm.
till you get to a
Mhm.
point. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because a lot of women and men, they looking for Mrs. and Mr. Right when you might not be Mrs. or Mr. Right. So they not
Mm.
looking for you. They can't see you.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So the constant work on self work, that's a turn on for me. When a woman tell me, yeah, I'm doing this, I'm raising my vibration here, I'm learning this trade, like that shit right there. Cause being around somebody all the time, I don't care how much you like them, you want your space a little bit. I don't know. That's how I am. I want my space a little bit. So I want
Right.
to miss you. You know what I'm saying? So if you're involved in your own shit, I
That's a
fund it.
turn
But if
on.
you're involved in your own shit, that's like perfect for me. It's perfect for me. I think that's 5. I'm gonna stop right
I like that. So, and you know what? What you all like mentioned is not what women think that men are,
oh, we
you
so
know,
disconnected. They
we are
think we want to
so
marry a
disconnected.
BBL, and that's a damn lie. But go ahead.
Right, because we think things like, like, of course, like beauty, like how we look, definitely like we know that that's important. Our body, set, like
But we
having
don't
good
care about
sex,
lashes or
giving
weave.
head, like stuff like that.
Stupid.
Y'all don't
Oh
value
man, that is one of my requirements. Gotta have that dome. I'm just
no, you said it's not. No, you said it wasn't in the top 5. See, we think it's in the top 5.
What you
wow.
think? What you think is in the top 5?
Yeah, give
What,
me yours. What you think?
no.
Okay,
She
for
said we think
men.
it's in the top 5. What is you talking about?
Okay, so you're saying the top 5 that I think men, the
No, you
qualities that
said
men want in women.
no. You said
Yeah.
Um,
that was in the top 5.
Head.
Hey, okay,
head.
thank you, bro. Right.
In the
All
other
right.
Yeah,
women's top 5. She said that she think that's what, but go ahead. Give me what you think what you think. We
yeah.
we
So I, and I'll say that I have evolved from this thinking, but I used to think that men cared about, like, of course, like the looks, whether she was smart, um, able to take care of herself, pay her own bills, not like financially need you for something, able to cook, be a nurturer, um, uh, Did I say sex yet? Like good sex.
Yeah, you just said head. Yeah, same thing.
Yeah. Specifically.
But guess what though? Okay, so guess what? That first one, I definitely want to tackle that one real quick. I'm gonna make it real simple. Make it plain and simple and plain. It's simple. Looks gonna get you there, but it's not gonna keep you there. It's gonna get you there, but it ain't gonna keep you there.
Okay.
Right? Because after a while, we're gonna start looking at you sideways when you looking good, right? In the beginning, but we're gonna look at you sideways. As soon as you say something that's a little bit kind of awkward. When you start the awkwardness, and at that point, then the deduction starts to dwindle, and then we'll be slightly moving on to swipe right.
And worse than
you say you can talk yourself out of some shit. Okay.
Talk yourself out of some shit real fast. Especially now, my tolerance level ain't what it was when I was like in my 20s. Right now, I'm like, hold on. And sorry, this is the most okay. This is part of the unfortunate side of me. And I'm very forthcoming, but I'm looking at you like I already had enough of that right there. So what else can you bring to the table? I already had enough of that. Right? Okay. What's next? Right? But it don't take me. It don't take long doing a first date for me. It don't take long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see a better person.
You can see it. You make your determination after the first few conversations of what's happening.
Plus, if you've been around for a while, you're able to recognize patterns, and so that's why your tolerance is low, because you see it coming. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so Johnny said sincérité, selfless, good attitude, sweet personality, and sense of humor.
Oh shit, sense of humor. Ooh, that's a big one. Right. I crack jokes. I mean, if you
because I can say some off the cuff.
One thing worse than somebody who can't get a joke is somebody who takes the shit personally.
Yeah.
The worst thing is one who can't get a joke and you have to explain everything you say. Did you really mean Oscar was green? Like, no, I said he was blue. Don't you see the color blue over there? You know what I mean? It's like those are tiresome. Those are tiresome. Very tiresome for me.
And then another thing, man, like I can't date somebody too much younger than me because I say a joke and they just go straight to Google. I'm like, wow.
Somebody asked what was the topic for those of us just look, I'm gonna change his last two words. What was the topic of those of us who just
joined?
Who just arrived at church late?
Okay.
Right.
Hello,
the different
church members.
Tiers of dating. It's as many as the LGBT element on Q. It's a lot of
them.
Yeah. So today we're discussing. We got a few good men here, and they are answering questions that ladies want to know. And I specifically chose these two men because they give us raw and uncut answers. It's not like what women typically think that men are thinking. Like I think both of you kind of think out of the box. So I like that. So the last question the one we're just discussing right now is like, what are the top qualities that you look for, that men look for when dating women.
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to move on from this topic, but I'm going to ask just one last question. So just in like one sentence, give me your definition of a good woman.
One sentence. A good woman to me would be one that wants to evolve. It ain't. We can work. We can work around anything else.
Okay,
I like it.
Okay, Nye.
A good woman to me is one who has good head on her shoulders. I mean, a good head on her shoulders. That's she's able to. That was a joke. Y'all ain't get that one. Okay, anyway. I'm gonna start explaining. I'll just say no. Like he said, somebody that's very flexible. The qualities that you named earlier, that could be learned easily.
Mm-hmm.
That's not something that's embedded in you, that you were raised like. It's certain things that has um, momentum in you. You know what I'm saying? That's been raised in you from young, and it's certain things that you can learn along the way. That's easy, like cooking and those
Right.
simple things you kind of name. You know what I'm saying? So ability to be flexible, willing to learn, and just really really open about what's going on out here. What's be on code.
A
Mm-hmm.
self
Be
thinker,
woke.
someone that
Self thinker.
thinks for themselves
Whoa,
rather
got
than
that
what someone told them.
right.
Mm.
That's sexy.
I like that.
That's sexy.
Oh my God. Oh,
That's
bring that to
sexy.
me, sister.
If you
Bring
can
that
think
Bring
sexy
it
outside
up
of
back.
to the
what's
table.
if you can think
Bring it up
outside,
to the table.
look, I take out my cake, then I'm like James Brown on the city spot.
I promise you don't want to let a woman like that down.
Let me tell you
You don't
something.
want to
Mm.
disappoint a woman like that. You
A
think
sexy
twice
woman
about
that can like
cheating.
really think outside of the box. And if someone says something and she does no, it doesn't feel right, and she challenges it, that's sexy.
Mm.
True backbone.
Okay, so we got another question here, and this was actually on my list. What are the pet peeves
Ooh.
It's a good one.
that you have? And you can actually incorporate that also with deal breakers. So pet peeves and deal breakers.
Mm. Pet peeves. Can you live with pet? Let me ask you a question. Can you live with some of your pet peeves?
You can live
I
with
don't know.
pet
I'm just
peeves, but
asking.
not deal breakers.
Okay, okay. I was just asking that because I was thinking of my man down there say no. Let him
No,
start. I
he
want
said
to
I ain't dealing with that.
go ahead, bro.
I'm tired.
Go ahead, Nah. What's,
Tired, bro.
what's your pet
I've been
peeve?
around. I've been around the world once. Spoke to everybody twice. I'm tired. I see a deal breaker. I'm go. I'm not dealing with that shit.
Right.
But one of them, one of my major ones is you showing your ass off on social media,
Damn.
Ooh.
Okay.
showing all of your virtue. It looks nice. I even follow a couple, but I'm not marrying you. I'm not dating you.
Mm.
None of the above. That's a turn off for me. I forgot to add one of the things on my list is patience. I need because
Right.
some women, I ain't gonna put all of them in the box, but some women are emotionally impatient.
Mm.
And it's irritating. It's like they don't listen to counsel when they get to that level. You know what I'm saying? To that low vibration. So that's another deal breaker for me. Again, how you raise your children. Man, it's so many deal breakers because I've been in so many relationships. I know what the fuck I don't want. So we'll be here all day.
You
But go
man say
ahead,
you got a
Mark.
whole bunch of. I guess my biggest deal breaker is I've had this. No, my biggest pet peeve is a woman that constantly talks about her accomplishments.
Ooh,
Whoa.
Right, that's a pet peeve for
Okay.
me. Right, I don't really care about what you got going.
that
Really, to
don't
be
make
honest
sense.
with you,
Wow.
I'll invest in you into whatever goals that you may have to increase whatever you're doing. But off the rip, while dating, I don't want to know like what you got and all sorts of stuff. Like, because that happens. I've been a victim of it several times.
The
And
victim.
they're lucky that I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy with that though, because I can. There's some situations where I knew I probably could have took advantage of, but I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
Right. And so, but my deal breaker is will probably be contentment. Right. You just
Mm-hmm.
being content where you are. I don't knock anybody that wants to be on their job for 40 years, still sitting in the same cubicle. I don't knock that. It ain't for me.
No.
You see what I'm saying? It ain't for me because I like the idea of things. I like new, exciting, different things. So I like my income to be different, right? Rather than predictable. You know what I mean? And I like someone with that similar mindset. It works best because when you operate in that vicinity, you got to have someone that's going to back you up when it's dipped for a minute, right? Because
Mhm.
it's going to be some dips, right? But
Mhm.
when you up, it's going to be the dips really ain't going to matter, right? But you got to be able to know because it shows confidence that you have in me, that you're going to be secure. if you see something that looks a certain kind of way, and then you just allow me to work in it and don't say anything, I love it. But the moment you kind of start to twitch a little bit, then I can't operate like that. So for me, it'd be contentment, because typically people that are usually, and no disrespect to anybody, but for the most part, I just feel like we should never be in the same situation year to year. That's just my belief system.
Okay. And I like that you touched on that pet peeve, because I didn't know that was actually a pet peeve. But there's this book I'm reading by Gio Lambert, and he talks about how the only men that really care about like the woman's like success and how much money she makes is like usually like a user. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they want to
he's
hear
looking
that
at,
for sure.
yeah, like he's looking like, oh yeah, oh you work where? Like, oh wow, that's so impressive. Not because that like adds value to you, but he's thinking about how it adds value to his life. Like all these things that you've accomplished, which is like, that is like a, that's like an eye opener for me, because oftentimes as women, we look at like our accomplishments, our successes as being like, a great attribute to have. Like, yeah, I'm not no bum bitch. Like, I'm over here getting it. Like, so we might tend to brag about that. And that's good to know that, some men are like, hey, that's not what I value in you.
Right. I think accomplishments are dope, but for you to try to use them for leverage, or brag about old laurels, that ain't where it's at. But because I want to address, because when a lot of I be y'all read posts and women say men are intimidated by successful women, and some are because they losers. But when that's all you talk about, when that's all you talk about, it's like, what have you done for people? What have you done for yourself? Like, besides education, what the hell have you done around the world?
What happened to the host, bro?
To your family? We done lost the damn host. We the host now.
That's all right. We hosted. We the hostess with the mostest.
Hey, it's a takeover. Hey, so what we really want, we finna talk about what we really want to talk about since the ladies gone.
Right. We really finna get this thing popping for real. The host gone. No.
Hey, I'm joking.
No.
I think somebody had a comment, but I can't see.
Yeah.
I'm not gone. I was just letting y'all talk.
Oh, you heard that? Dang.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
I heard everything.
You can't do that. You stay on.
We about to set this thing out for real.
You can't do that. You gotta stay on.
Hey, look, real quick. Everybody that's on the chat, like, anybody that comes in, just hit the like button, because if you interact with us, then it kind of pushes it out and more people can come in. So
yeah, let's get it.
Yeah, y'all just keep liking it, disliking it, cuss us out, leave, do something.
Hey, one lady said, "You're right, Mark. Egos. I can't see the rest. Ego."
Oh yeah, she said, "Yeah, egos will change your relationship."
There you go.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then Johnny said his deal breakers are unnecessarily mean and rude, a smart ass mouth.
Disappear real quick. Yeah. Shout out Johnny Bean. That's my partner, John. I've been knowing him about 30 years.
Ooh, Damon, come on with the 3 P's up in here.
Come on with the 3 P's. Yeah. Damon's going to join the conversation in a minute. I see. Patience, purpose, and partnership.
Right.
I like that one. Purpose.
All right. When they care about that.
They call you Big Money.
Oh, so you big money now, huh?
Are you hey Big Money? Boss. Right. Oh, hey, what's up, boss?
Big money bags.
Right, for real. I don't care nothing about that.
I love it.
I just don't want to ever be up on a woman's thumb, right? I'm just sorry. I don't want to trust. I don't want to trust my happiness based upon your dollar. You're right. So when you accept it like that, what can you do if she holding all the cards? I don't want that. Right. I don't want that. We can do that together. We can do that together.
Man has to be a man.
Right.
Yeah. Right. And then Terry said he doesn't like dumb women. If your response to everything is,
you gotta go.
I don't even track them type of women. You know what? There has to be a force field or a light for you when you walk through life, right? But sometimes you don't attract certain things, right? And I have been very fortunate to know I don't attract dumb women, so I don't even know what that looks like.
Thank goodness. Because I do. No, I'm just playing. Nah, who is this lady? She said,
so,
"How
yeah,
about
Damon's
beggars?"
joining us. So Khalees wants to know, how do y'all feel about beggars?
Hey, I've been here with them many times. I call them after a date, and they'll say, I'll be like, "What's going on with you?" Nothing. You gotta pay this bill.
Hey, my first thing I see in my head when somebody comes from a begging space is like, what have you done besides sit there and look good? What have you done besides that? Right? If you hadn't done anything, what else is asking for that?
Oh my goodness, Damon.
I'm fucked.
What's up?
What up, Dane?
What's up?
What's going on, people? What's up?
Hey, yes. Okay. Thank you for joining us. I did see your comments. So yeah, you hopped right in. We were talking about pet peeves and deal breakers when it comes to dating. And
oh Lord.
Yeah. So what are yours?
My pet peeve. Let's see. I mean, the two brothers kind of hit it on the head a little bit, but I like a pet peeve for me is if you've never done anything for anybody else and everything has been all about you your whole life.
Is it a bell on here? Ding ding. That's it,
man. You should have more to contribute than what God gave you and what genetics blessed you with. And I think across the board, we just like intelligence. Like, I just think it doesn't mean you have to necessarily be educated in school, but just being intelligent, just being able to solve problems, have a conversation, be open to new things. I think that's really across the board what a lot of guys are struggling with out here. You know, and then the reason why I put purpose is that something's got to be bigger than the paycheck. Something's got to be bigger than how you look. Something's got to be bigger than the car, the house, the trips. Something's got to be bigger than that. That's why I say purpose. You got to have something else besides, like my brother was saying, bragging about your accomplishments. That's great that you accomplished something, but like, did it impact the world? Did you change somebody's life? Did you try to help somebody else besides yourself? Because if all your accomplishments are about your bank account and your car, your crib, I mean, then what did you really do? But help yourself, you know?
That's huge.
So,
great facts.
Okay, so Keisha says, so many women think that it's attractive to post half-naked pictures and butt shots. So glad y'all addressed this not being bait to lead to a real relationship.
No, it's they setting us up, man.
You know what?
They setting us up.
You know what? No, here's the funny thing about that. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, look, here's the funny thing about that. Funny thing about it is that it's getting old. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's so much oversaturation of BBLs, BLBs, BLTs, HBO and Cinemax. Goddamn.
Right.
It's getting like honestly, ladies, I'm gonna tell y'all, we are so desensitized now. The booty used to be so rare, right? It used to be so rare
because it was real.
It's everywhere.
And we used our imagination. You ain't have to show us that our imagination
everywhere. So it's like
we got to do that.
Y'all getting ready to start losing because guess what? Intelligence is gonna rise again.
Yeah.
One thing I want to give to these women, just like Brother Damon said, Mark said, intelligence should lead the way.
Man, smart is so sexy.
All right.
A lot of women are thinking it's a physical thing for us. It's not the physical thing. That's what gets our attention. It's not what keeps it. Intelligence. Work on yourself. Every time I see a super pretty girl, especially on Instagram, she done spent so much time on the outside. It's nothing inside. She's empty. When you talk to them, they like,
hold up. Bruh, I gotta share this with y'all. I'm so glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that. So I saw this video the other day. They were talking about finding a wife, and they said if you want to find a wife, you got to find a girl between a 6 and an 8. They said because anybody above that is gonna be problematic. But the thing that caught me was he said this: usually girls that are 9s or 10s, because they've used their beauty to get through life, they never develop the personality,
Right,
or intelligence.
I know that from experience, bro. I'm friends with plenty of them.
They've been able to ride
I'm not
off.
knocking them.
Right,
I'm just telling them what's real.
right.
Like it's a lot of intellect that's missed because they busy
Being
doing
cute,
single eyelashes,
being pretty, waving at you like this in the mall.
and looking at every reflection when you walk past. I'm like, God, that ain't even a mirror. That's a car.
Well, can we go ahead and dispel this myth too? I just want to know: is there any guys that actually like a BBL? Like you actually see a BBL, and you're like, "Ooh, I like that." Because so far, I haven't met one dude that's like, "I like a BBL." Now, looking at a BBL, that's one thing. But I mean, like you like it. Like you like, I want to talk to girls who've gotten their entire body redone. We want fake hair on her head. We want fake eyelashes. We want makeup. We want fake breasts. We want a waist that's snatched. We want a butt that's blown up. We want fat sucked out of our stomach and put in her breast. I want a guy. Have I met a guy who said that's what I want? That's what I'm looking for. I haven't met one. I haven't met one dude that said that. Now, I like a Corvette. I bet you like a Corvette too. We look at Corvettes all the time, but we don't go buy them. So don't confuse the attention with interest, ladies. Don't confuse because I look at it don't mean I'm gonna buy it. Sometimes I just go rent it and take it back to the rental car when I'm done with it.
Yeah. I'll say don't let your BBLs be your DLs, your driver's license to do some bullshit. You know what I mean? That's what I'm gonna say. Don't use that BBL to drive whatever it is you trying to take advantage of situations, right? Because I'm not gonna knock the BBLs that really want to gain slight confidence in yourself, because I understand there are certain areas that gravity may take and someone to want to lift, and that's okay. But don't use it to be a disastrous woman, please.
Man.
Now
these BBLs killing y'all.
Now it's one thing to one thing to lift this or lift that. It's another thing when you look like the mom on The Incredibles, or you look like the movie Ants. You know what I'm saying? When you look like, you know what I'm saying, it's just abnormal. Your legs and your butt don't match. I mean, it's like you look like a cartoon character. You look like anime coming to life. It's just not. That's not what we're looking for. We like, and honestly, as we get older and mature, how you look is a little less important to us. We want you to be attractive, but there's so much more to it.
Yeah.
Dude, listen, man. This is another thing. I made a post about this a long time ago. I was like, all this extreme weave, extreme makeup, big butterfly ass eyelashes, BBLs, chest. Do y'all know the same doctors that's doing work on y'all is doing work on the transsexual men? And if I can't tell the difference, if it start getting to where I can't tell the difference, if I got any doubt, I'm gonna do without. I ain't fucking with you. Any kind of doubt. My
some women walk around here with a man booty now, huh?
Man, listen, the same doctors is working on men and women. They giving y'all the same shit.
They switching the booties out. Interchangeable booties now.
Right. If they on the wall, you can pick one.
Right.
You can pick one.
Hey, walking in the store like this. Let me see.
So y'all looking too much like, you know who was doing? They was doing all that shit first. Women didn't have extreme hair, extreme makeup, all that shit at first. That was cross dressers, RuPaul.
Right.
Now the women that shit look crazy. I'm not fucking with you. Extreme weave. I can't do that either.
I can't even get it out good.
Deal breaker.
Man, last one. I'm gonna leave it alone after this. Hey, I love your ones with nice BBLs. I'm gonna go ahead and say this. That's my disclaimer, right? But I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this. I just feel that we've adapted a culture, because I remember growing up, we didn't do that, right? We either exercise or ate good, or we didn't think about going to a doctor. Maybe I might be aging myself, but I don't remember.
I mean, we have it wasn't us. We didn't have money like that. First of all,
and the standard of beauty was different.
Right.
If you go look at, I'll give you a test. Go look at the top 5 female artists in 1990. Look what they look like, and then look at the top female artists today. Look what they look like. Okay.
Right.
Because Lauryn Hill was natural, Aaliyah was natural. These people was just natural. It was just whatever they came with, whatever God gave them. It was natural. Now it's like I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking at. It could be a man, it could be a woman, it could be, it could be a completely made up person. You think some of these people are just constructed. And now with AI, you might not even be looking at a real person.
Damn, that's crazy. Another thing, I want to add this. This has come out recently. Well, to me, BBLs need upkeep.
Oh, and they're not insured, by the way.
I guess you got to get an oil change with the motherfuckers now.
No, they're not insured. Hey, real talk. They're not insured. So your insurance won't pay for anything done to your body after you got a BBL. They won't touch it. It's like someone working on a car. I ain't touching that because I ain't do the work. So
that's dangerous.
So the BB, you got to pay. So when it's time to get it redone, you got to come out of your pocket cash.
Hey, let me tell y'all this. Check this out. So I was reading this article. I think it was in Central Asia or some shit over in China. But this guy married this girl. She was beautiful to him. They had children. The children came out ugly.
Man, I thought this guy would get ready to.
Hold on.
We got to do that one.
Like some Ugmos, right? Like, what the fuck? He was trying to figure out what's going on. This man had to go do research, found out how she really looked, and divorced the suitor.
I saw the video.
Because she got work done, and the babies look like the original.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. You changing all this up. It ain't gonna change in your children. See, the only people who could afford that shit is the Jacksons.
Everybody getting surgery. Come on, kids. We're all getting surgery today.
Stop.
You get a new nose. You get a new nose.
Okay,
you get a new nose.
We can go off on a tangent on this. So
let's answer the question.
But let me just ask you this, okay? Because we hear this 13-to-1 ratio. Because all 3 of you live in Atlanta.
Hell no.
Of the 13 or the 20 or whatever the number is, how many of those women fit what you all have described as your ideal?
2.
Yeah, 2 out of 10. 2 out of 10.
Right.
2.
Yeah, that was easy.
20%.
And and guess what? We didn't even rehearse it. That's always been my number.
It was
we did not rehearse.
2.
Wow.
From our
2 out of 10.
They rare. The women we look for are rare.
So
they rare.
So let's do this.
Even more rare.
So now it's 1-to-1. If we look at the 2, it's really only 1-to-1. Really.
Right.
Right. All natural is going out of style.
Right.
Yeah.
That's scary.
It's 2. So think of it like this. We got to wade through 10 or 11 women to try to find a woman that's worth our time and attention. So think about how much work that is for us.
Oh my God.
Resources.
You know how expensive dates are?
So
anybody?
I had this conversation the other day about the exception and the rule, and how a lot of people are the exception and there's a lot of rules out here. Think about how many rules you've gone through to try to find the exception. Like just to find someone who really stands out in the crowd, because everybody looks the part. This is Atlanta. Everybody look rich. Everybody look like they got it going on. Everybody got this, everybody's a star. Everybody popping bottles. Everybody got a section. You don't know who really got it going on, right? So everybody looks like everybody look like the exception, but really most people are just the rule. So we got to go through. If it's 13-to-1, that means 11 people I got to go through and be disappointed before I find 1 or 2 that might work.
1, 2. Right. Yep. It's always going to be 2 out of that. But
that's crazy. Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
another one. Okay.
I want to test that point. I want to test that point when he said, everybody's got it popping. I think a lot of women don't understand that it is a lot of guys that really look like from the outside they really got it, but they really don't, right?
Nah, bro.
Look, I broke. Listen, you can get you a nice car, $600-700 a month, right? 800,000 or whatever it is. But guess what? With Airbnbs now, a dude can rent a nice Airbnb, right? And it look like he balling, right? And a lot of women fall for that, right? Yes, you want security, but don't let it destroy
Lead
you
you
in
to
the
some
end.
BS.
Right. Don't let it destroy you in the end. So pay attention. Like just like I'm glad he brought that point up because yes, I do know for sure that there are definitely some situations out here where it looks a certain kind of way, but it ain't like that.
It ain't sweet.
Right.
Okay. Oh, this has been good. This has been juicy. Okay. All right. So
I actually like this.
you like this? Yeah. So okay. So now we've gotten past the the phase of like trying to identify who's date worthy, who's dateable, things like that. Okay. You're in a relationship. Let's get into some of these questions. Okay. This is where we have all our problems.
Okay.
Okay.
Come on.
Here we go.
So,
there's like a woman.
So
Give us
in a relationship. Get ready for this. Okay.
Okay. God,
you're in a relationship, man and a woman. When is it cool for the man or okay, you are speaking from the male's point of view, so I'm gonna stick to the man. When it is okay for your partner, your woman, to have a friend, a close friend of the opposite sex? Is that okay? And in what situations is that okay?
Can you okay, restate the question. Restate the question.
I'm sorry. I know I'm all over the place. Okay.
Yeah, the question is
In a
not clear.
relationship, when is it okay for your significant other to have a close friendship relationship with someone from the opposite sex, like a male?
If he's bringing him in, or
right.
are you talking about new?
Come on,
while y'all in a relationship, something new,
right? No,
they could have already been as friends.
Oh,
can I please have this one, gentlemen?
Go ahead.
Can I please?
No, they all
please
gonna answer, but you can go ahead.
Okay. So we're gonna be real honest since people want to know the truth. Okay. Number one, men and women are not naturally just friends. Okay, let's start there. You've never saw someone you found attractive across the street and said, "Ooh, be their friend." No, you wanted to holler at them or they wanted to holler at you. Usually, you have a friend of the opposite sex for one of two reasons. Either you had a third reason to be around each other. You worked together, you went to church, you went to school, you were friends with somebody. You had to have another reason to be friends. And the second reason is because one of y'all don't like the other one. So people settle for friendship so they can still be in your life. But rarely do you have a male friend or a female friend that wasn't interested in you, unless there's another reason why y'all are friends. But it's just too. I've never gone out and been like, "Dang, that girl look good. I want to be her friend." No one does that. It's just not. It's not a normal, natural thing to do. So you're talking about you're in a relationship. If this person was your friend before I met you, that's one thing. But we're in a full-fledged relationship, and all of a sudden you like, yeah, I'm gonna go hang out with Danny this weekend. Like, I'm gonna be like, who? You gonna go hang out with who? I don't know Danny. Is he? Now here's the question: is he your friend or is he our friend?
Our friend. It better be.
Is he your friend or is he our friend? Because any man trying to be your friend at this point, I think he has other ideas in his head. So that's my 2 cents. That's my 2 cents about that.
Okay.
I'll say this. For me, it's like all your so-called friends. While I'm dating you, I'm gonna know. I'm gonna know that up front anyway, right? Day ones, I understand, right? Day ones we in now. Even with day ones, for me, I still have to be cognizant of what he was definitely saying, because I have to feel the energy of your so-called friend, right? If you, as a man, we know what we got a feeling of what's going on, right? So if we're dating and you have a so-called male friend, if you have a male friend, I'm gonna be around them at some point. We gotta hang out. We all gotta hang out, right? And then so I'm gonna feel the energy. I'm gonna feel the vibe. And if the vibe tell me it's cool, then it's cool. If it don't, then we're gonna have a conversation.
Right.
Mhm.
Listen, we're in a contract. We're in a contract. You bring a new nigga around, that contract is breached. Period.
Right, right.
I don't care. I tell women this all the time. Like, you think that's your friend, but he really like you. He just said,
Yeah.
like Damon was
He
saying, he
just
just sitting
waiting.
on the sideline,
He just
waiting for his
waiting for us to get
opportunity.
wait for y'all to have an argument.
Wait for you to get mad at your man. Wait for you to get upset. Waiting for a breakup, so you could be the just in case break glass.
Break
Fuck
glass
him.
just in case you need it. That's right.
Right. One of them. So you could be one of them. And I tell women all the time, like, this dude, like, I can see it. I'm very intuitive. If
Right.
you got a male friend, I'm gonna see everything. I'm gonna
Right.
see and know everything. So you
Right.
don't want to bring him around me. Don't tell me about it, don't bring him around because I'm gonna know. You know, but like I be like, that's not. I actually seen the do. My ex-girl's best friend. I was telling her, I was like, that's not her friend. This nigga just waiting to holler. He a midget. Look at him. So when
Yeah.
they was friends for 20 years, this man got the opportunity. She finally said, you know what? I'm gonna talk to you because you've been here and you right here.
Right. You've been here.
And they got in a relationship. That shit ended in 2 months, and they're
So
not
quick.
friends anymore.
Yeah.
See,
Right.
that's another thing. 20 years. This man waited. You are
Waited.
a big loser. 20 years.
Yeah.
God damn.
Okay,
But
so
they'll wait that long.
Ms. Johnson, let me ask a question, a part two of that question.
okay.
So you in a relationship, you got a male friend, and your man says, hey, I don't think you and him should be friends anymore. Do you end the friendship with the male friend, or do you try to hold on to it?
End it.
Or this
Okay.
is over.
Like, this
Hey,
nigga can go.
Keisha,
I said,
Keisha
remember I
Nicole
said exceptions and rules. Exceptions and rules. Remember, that's an exception.
Right.
No, so the thing is, I'm glad that Keisha brought up this point because all of you, like all three of you, seem to agree, right, that there's some ulterior motive that man has in that friendship.
Yep.
So now let's turn the page. Now you are that man in the friendship. You have female friends. So
Yeah.
are you telling me that each one of you are waiting around
No.
to
Hell
possibly
no.
have
No, because
It
if she's
dep-
really
it
my
depends.
friend, if she's really my friend, we put y'all in categories. So if she's really my friend and she got a man, I'm going to meet that dude. We're gonna shake hands, drink
Right,
beer,
yeah,
we're gonna kick
right.
it, we're gonna hang out. I'm gonna make sure he
I
knows
always bring him up.
I'm your friend, got your back. When Keisha get to acting up, just call me, I'll tell you what to do. Like, I'm really your friend. I'm your friend too, if we really friends. But if we not really friends, that's a whole different situation.
You're right.
Okay,
You're right.
so you're saying you know how to compartmentalize those friendships to where it would not be a problem for them in a relationship.
I'm not trying to mess up her relationship if she's really my friend. I ain't trying to do that. Hell no.
Mhm.
We all gonna kick it. We all gonna
Yeah.
kick it.
We all gonna
We
kick
all
it.
gonna kick it.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's settled. Because
And then I'm not going to talk to her a lot. I'm not going to
Yeah,
talk to her a lot.
I got a friend, I got a homegirl like that now. She got married, and so I was at the wedding, and then after they got married, I just slowed down the communication. Like, you married now. I don't want your husband to ever think that I would ever cross a line or nothing like
Yeah,
that.
facts.
So I know how to be your friend and fall back. I know how to do that. It's cool.
Right.
Mhm.
And I don't want to know. I don't want to know what y'all got going on because
Nah, don't
as
call
soon as
me
I
that.
give you some information, as soon as I give
What
you
you
some
said
information, you're
outside,
gonna
friend.
say, well, Mark said so and so, right? And then y'all make up, I gotta see him again. You know what I mean?
Right,
So
right.
I don't wanna know what too much of what y'all got going on, give you advice, because I
Martin.
probably would check
Oh boy.
my friend. No, I'll
Yeah.
check my friend. If my friend brings something to me, I would check her. I don't have any words to say pertaining to her.
Or
I'll
if she
just
tell
load
you,
it up with questions. I'll just
what
load
if
it up with questions, and you
she
can
come
answer
to
your
you?
own questions.
She come to you and be like, "Oh, he cheated on me. He did this. He did that." And you like, "Well, you need to break up with him." And then she get back with him. Now you looking at him and y'all kicking it. You looking at him from across the table like, "Really, dude? For real?
Right.
That's what we doing?"
Look at that comment right there. That's a good one right there. See that one?
Which
Question:
one?
Why are divorced women overlooked? That's a good one.
Wait, hold
What?
on. Where is it?
Why are divorced women overlooked?
Divorced women
That's
with
real,
kids
man.
Right,
or
right.
divorced
That's
So,
women?
so true.
Two different
That's so
kinds.
true.
well,
Right. Two
we
different
can
Different
address
kinds.
types.
both. We
Right.
can address
Okay.
both though. We can
I
definitely
don't
address
see
both.
it. Can you?
It's about Tanil,
Well, I have to listen.
Tanil,
I
Tanil.
have to listen to the reason. I got to hear the story before I.
Well, but just by looking at the question, I think that's probably a talking point that who the person. Okay, so when you hear questions like that, it looks like that's something that's been like floating around the web, the internet, by
Right.
certain individuals. So I can
Right.
see why she may ask that question, right? Why are divorced women overlooked? I don't think that's to be true in all cases. You know what I
No,
She got to
mean?
give us more detail, give us more
Yeah,
context. That's
well,
not
yeah. With
that's not
well,
children.
see,
telling me.
I know what she's saying. When you,
Mhm,
with a lot of times, just on set,
mhm.
when somebody say, when you say, "All right, I've been divorced, I got children," that's a deal breaker for some. They be like, "Oh no, you
Right.
divorced
It
me. You
is.
was already thrown
It
away."
is.
So just
Some
on
dudes don't want
hearing
to
it,
take on a family.
but you
Right.
speaking to different men up here,
Yeah.
we gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. We know life fucking happens. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So,
think honestly,
go ahead. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
in my relationships that I had, if I'd have married them, I'd be divorced 4 times. So
Yeah. And
there
now,
you have it.
and I'll say this. Okay, so let me flip it on the other side. Then, I'll just I'm gonna answer from another angle. I think the responsibility of probably, I'll say for me, if I put myself in that situation, I'll probably be leery of a woman of divorce, especially if it's within a 1 to 5 years, depending upon how long she's been married. Yes, I would be weary because of the ties you probably had, some of the things you may need to
Mm.
unravel after 20 years of being married.
Mm.
For me, I would probably say that would be a little challenge, especially if it's been like 2 or 3 years. I would probably say, baby, I don't think it's really enough time for us to do what you want. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
wouldn't I wouldn't date a divorced woman under those conditions.
Especially fresh
Okay.
out.
Yeah, and you
Fresh
know
out.
what? And so you know what? That actually brings up. I have this question on here. So my question is: after a divorce, or it could even just be a serious relationship breakup, how much time does a man need before jumping into the next serious relationship? Like, how much time does it take for him to heal? Or do you all like work on yourselves and heal do that time, or do you just jump right into the next
No,
relationship?
we heal through sex. We just
Yeah.
co-sign some cheeks
I
and
don't
clap.
know about
And that's our therapy.
that.
No,
Oh man,
no,
I don't
honestly,
know
I
if I can
think
ride with that
like
one, brother.
what I all right, so this is what's crazy, y'all. I've been in one constant relationship for about 20 years, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Different women, but every
Same
time I
relationship.
break up, I'm right into another relationship. Every
Yeah.
time I break up. So when I broke up last year, which was inevitable. No, I was playing. When I broke up last year in March, I said, you know what? I'm gonna give myself some time to
Yeah.
see what's what because it's like I don't know. It's this weird thing where it's I like will accept and kind of go with the flow with a chick, and it just end up in a relationship. Like it ain't nobody said that. we just
You in neutral.
we here. You know
You
what
in
I'm saying?
neutral. You in
Yeah.
And
neutral.
that's what's
Like in
been
the car.
happening. So I had to give myself a year. Like yeah, yeah, it's been a year, full year.
Okay.
Um,
Mhm.
and I still feel like I still need some more time. I got some healing to do, man. It was some,
Yeah. I don't think you can put a time on it. I
Yeah,
don't think
you
you can
can't
yeah.
put
put
a
a
time.
time on it. It's
I
about
just said at least a year.
when you're ready. Like you don't know the effects and impact of a relationship can have on a person. You
Mhm.
don't know what the biggest thing is. You don't know what you learn about yourself by being in these relationships.
Man.
You learn about
Mhm.
the other person, but it's about the stuff you learn about yourself. And so sometimes you need time to get to know yourself again and feel and realize that you know what, maybe I don't like this, or maybe I do like this, or
Mm-hmm.
maybe this is important to me. Maybe that so that could take some time, and then learning how to operate in this new way. That's probably the thing that takes the most time because when you kind of roll into people that roll into one relationship, roll into another one, they're not changing what they do. They're just doing the same thing over and over again. When you take the time to kind of assess, what did I learn from this relationship? What did I do wrong? What did they do wrong? What wasn't the right fit for us?
Mm-hmm.
Then as you move forward, you're gonna move a little different because you're wiser now. You've experienced some things
Mhm.
now. So there's no timetable, because what if this particular relationship, you realize that you got childhood trauma you never dealt with your
Come on.
mama, your daddy, your cousin, whatever. That ain't gonna be no 6 months. I'm ready to jump back out here. That's gonna be like, man, I need to talk to somebody. I need to. It might be just that person that opened that up for you, and so now you got to take the time to deal with it before you jump into a relationship with somebody else.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
So
mean,
every
I'll say
100%.
I'll say this. I'll say this. For a man, just going back to a question, I'd say for a man, I would say the time is when you, like you said earlier, when you've answered all the questions that you had of why it didn't work, right? Because the moment you haven't, then the moment you're stuck, you never get unstuck from the situation, right? So I think
Mhm.
once you have no more questions on why you are where you are, right? And then also when you're at a space where you are financially stable, those would be the two.
Mm.
Those would be the two. You know what I mean? Because I know, because I'm a prime example of someone divorced and walked away. I've told that story before, but I'll just say, my only option was to not even think about dating.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And not even think about what just happened. The only thought was what's next, and let's execute. You see what I'm saying? And it allowed me to really bounce back really fast, right? So to answer your question, using me as an example, I would say those two things. Once the questions were all answered, and then you are financially stable, I think it's then wise for you to date as a man.
Great, great answers. I'm glad that you, like, all three of you kind of had your own take on that, and like every single one of you had some type of healing or lesson, something that needed to happen before you were able to move into that next relationship. And I think that's
Right.
absolutely right. And that goes for men and women, right? So the person that had the question about, divorced women, I think it says about divorced women being overlooked.
Yeah, I
I
saw
would
that. She said
say,
that sucks.
yeah, I would say, you need to spend that time healing, growing, working on yourself before you get into the next relationship. And you being divorced isn't what's keeping you from
Nah,
that door.
her being
You know,
divorced not the issue. The issue
exactly.
is unraveling from being married. It's not that you divorced. You ain't married no more. It's the habits and the things that you did when you were married. It's unraveling all of that to see how you can exist in a new relationship. So if you
Right.
are accustomed to certain things happening because your husband did those things, you can't then walk into the single world and expect for a dude you're dating to do the same things. He's not your husband. That
Mm,
other dude,
Okay.
he's not your husband. So now you can tell that dude, hey, I expect this, 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 and this. But remember, you were getting that from your husband. You weren't getting that from a boyfriend. You weren't getting that from a sneaky link. You weren't getting that from a side piece. You weren't getting it from a jump. This is your husband who's doing these things for you. He's invested in the relationship. Somebody you just met is not as invested. So you can't expect to get the same thing from him that you got from your husband.
mm.
Right. And then
It
two.
can get You
And
can
then
get
two.
there. Yeah, you can get there, but don't expect that off the bat. And when you coming fresh out of a marriage, sometimes you think that's how relationships are going to be, like it was when I was married.
Right.
Dang,
And then
that's
two.
crazy.
And then two.
That just
That
happened
that
to me.
part. That part where she says that sucks. And I think that was a little piggybacking off of what I said. Well, that would be the thing. Well, I'll say this. I want to realize this. When I made that statement, because I also have to bring the other side in as well. Of course, if you've been, working on yourself and you feel like you at a certain space, but from the other side, there's when I stated that I probably would. Here's the thing: you got probabilities and possibilities, right? So I say from a high stance of probability, I would be skeptical, but it's possible that I may, because you may be healed, right? You may have done the work already, and so
Yep.
that may not eliminate you 100%, because so I don't want to just touch that point, because when I made that statement, I was mostly basically saying there's a high percentage that you may have some unraveling to do, but you may be healed. We don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, and ultimately, I think that like it happens often, right? Like where sometimes the marriage, the finality of it, like the actual divorce, signing the papers takes longer than the actual breakup.
Right.
But it's something about that signing of those papers and actually having to move on with your life. There's
The
still
finality of it.
that has to be done.
Yeah. I hear. I'm looking at Tennille's comment, and I'm like, yeah, your relationship could have been dead for 5 years, but you were still his wife, and he was still your husband. So let's look at it this way. Let's say y'all relationship is dead, but he goes out and buys a boat. Guess what? That's your boat. That's y'all boat. So y'all are still connected, regardless of where the relationship is, until you finally cut that tie legally. It doesn't. It's just different. It's different. Now you really free, dude. Because anything else, it could have been dead for 5 years. If you start a whole new relationship, guess what? You're having an affair. Even though you and your husband been apart for 5 years, legally you having an affair. So you gotta kind of handle your business, like actually cut the tie. I know a lot of people around the city that are legally, they're still legally married, but they're like, no, we're separated. No, there's no legal separation here in Georgia, man. You're still married. He got an apartment, and you got the house, and y'all just living separate.
Right, or living together,
or living in the same house.
Oh, but I'll never do that with him.
You go on dates on Friday, I go on dates on Saturday.
He upstairs, I'm downstairs.
I got the whole downstairs. He got the upstairs.
It's all me. Don't worry about him. He ain't coming down here.
You know how that rollover be early in the morning. Stop playing,
man.
All right.
Let me go down to that couch.
That is hilarious. 2017. I was the financial one, the thinker. He was a kept man, and I was
a winner. What's up, Tennille?
Damn.
You taking care of grown men? I love it, girl. Hey.
No wonder he dragged the divorce out 5 years.
Yeah. I hope you claimed him as a defendant.
And they would say, I don't want to go out in that cold.
He was like, I need alimony, I need child support.
He was a kept man. What does that mean?
She was taking care of him. He didn't have to work. I'm assuming.
Right, but that's interesting.
He was a kept man that got divorced. Yeah, no judging. I'm just saying he was a kept man that got divorced.
But you know what though? Okay, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna spin it. I'm gonna say this. Tennille. I hope I'm pronouncing it correct. Right. She's a super nurturer to a fault, right?
Oh yeah.
A woman that pours into a man like that, where a man is kept, that means you're imbalanced and you're nurturing, right?
Nah, you fine.
Let's
keep it a buck. He was fine. He was putting it down. That's the only reason why she would accept no man not working. He was fine. He was giving to her good. Come on now. Come on.
She was the threat. He said,
right, but she's still. But it doesn't take away the fact that she's a nurturer, though, right?
Yeah.
And so what happens though? So when he's jigging her down, like you're saying, guess what? He's filling the nurturing cup over past half.
He gaslighting her. He gaslighted her for as long as he could till she got wise and was like, wait a minute. Now, every time we get into it, you come in here with these damn flowers. Bro, listen, I'm tired of these damn flowers. Like, I'm sure she finally got fed up with it and was like, you've been playing. So, again, we don't know your situation, Tennille. We don't know you. We don't know your situation. We just speculating over here. We don't know.
Yeah. She said she did what she had to do to keep her family. And that's understandable. Like, a lot of women are going through that. You know what I'm saying?
Look, he tried all of that. Damn, she called him a bitter woman.
Damn.
Damn.
Okay.
I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you out. I'm gonna call you out. I'm a real cat.
The respect is out the window.
The more and more you keep giving it the more and more it's gonna reverse on you now. No, it's gonna reverse on you today. I think that those comments like that.
Who, me?
So,
oh wow.
He may be bitter, but you keep going in.
Wait a minute. Hold up. I'm sorry. We're not trying to make it about her relationship. We're really not. But I'm just reading these comments that she's saying, like, she is tapping the hell out the keyboard right now. And she said, nope, he's a 2. A 2? He's a 2? God, oh.
No, she's saying. Oh no.
No,
So at
she
that
said he had
time,
two.
stable from 12 years old.
But at
He
the
was
time, I
But
guess he was
He was
stable,
12
stable
years
and
and he
he was
was
older.
older. He was 12 years older. God,
yeah,
dog.
Older meant 12
he
years
hit her
older
with the
than you,
okie doke.
and he
He
was
Yeah,
got
but
stepped.
how old were y'all when y'all met? That's the real question. How old were y'all when y'all met?
Either way, he was 12 years older.
Yeah, but
Was
look,
you 20?
look when you when you 18,
Damn.
you know what I'm saying? That's 12 years older is one thing. When you 30, that's a
Yeah.
different conversation.
Yeah, it is. You
You
right.
know,
You right.
it's a
You
lot.
right.
It's
You
a
right.
lot. There's a lot of context in that conversation with
Yeah, when
Tadil.
you 18 and you with a 12 years
Come
older,
on
that's
now.
a nigga taking it back.
That's a
That's
yeah, you know, that's impressive. Think about it. When you in high school, you in high school and you 16, look at that. See, 23 and 35.
oh
Ooh.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Our speculations were true.
Hey, we're
yeah.
sorry, Tennille. On
I'm
behalf of all the
sorry
men
either.
out here that are quality,
Yeah,
we're
we
sorry.
apologize
We
for him.
apologize.
Apologize for him.
We apologize.
Please forgive our black brother.
Forgive our brother. We didn't know him. He wasn't our homeboy.
We would have helped. I promise. And we'd have been friends, real friends. Not
Okay,
waiting for y'all to break up.
okay, this is the last question, and then I have so next week I'm gonna have the ladies on, and I want you
Ooh,
Oh
all to give
Lord.
us some questions.
Oh
I'm
Lord.
coming. I'm
Okay,
coming.
no, last question. Okay. What does it truly mean when a man won't put won't put a title on the relationship?
He dodging taxes?
That's
What the fuck?
broad.
What kind of title? Girlfriend, wife.
Yes, yes, all of those.
Okay,
Well,
so what is like if when you bring it up, what are we? He be like, nah, I don't really want. Is that what
You know, we
Yeah,
just
so
kicking them.
like
that man got a
so
whole nother family?
Nah, nah. Usually it usually
He
either
just
means
want to take
that
advantage of
he's not interested in that. He's not interested in having a title, or he's not sure yet. Like I don't know
you. Yeah.
why a lot of women think that we walk into relationships knowing exactly. Like when we meet you the first day, we know exactly what we want to do with you. We don't. We're trying to get to know you, trying to figure you out. We don't know if you're a wife. We don't know if you for the weekend. We don't know what for the week. We
Before the
don't know what
street.
it is. So we
okay.
got to get to know you first. So putting a title on it is actually you should let the man put the title on it. You should let that be the guy. Because usually when a guy knows he wants to be with a girl, oh, he has no
It's
problem being like,
official.
oh no, hold up. You my girlfriend. He gonna tell you, you my woman. He's not gonna be him and hawing. He's not gonna do that. Usually.
Okay.
But give us some time to get to know you and get to learn about you before we decide what exactly this is gonna be. Cause we
Mm,
having fun and kicking and having a good time. That's cool. That doesn't mean you my wife. That just means that we're having a good time. I'm still learning you and getting to know you. So I'm not in a rush. I want this to happen organically. And so sometimes it takes longer than what women expect.
But are
Most
y'all
women
smash?
are,
But are y'all smashing? Because usually when a woman asks about titles, it's
yeah,
because she got a
you're
little
naked in
leverage.
the
So if
bed.
y'all smashing,
Yeah. You're naked in the bed. She's got a warm cloth in her hand and she's looking at you like, what are we? Where's this going? I get it.
well, I'm gonna tell you something though. Like subconsciously, women know that's a contract.
the title.
No sex.
Nah, smashing.
Oh, sex. Okay.
They think it's a contract.
That's why they
Yeah.
asked right after. Listen, one girl, never mind. It happened to me
Don't
while we
do
was
it.
doing it. I'm like, you got anyway.
all right. So I
Okay.
guess
So
I
Marcus,
guess okay. What was the question again? What
Why
was
we
the
don't want
question?
what does
why
it
men don't want to
mean?
put a title on it.
Yeah.
I
What
mean,
does
why
it mean when a man
It's
won't put a
I don't think
title on a
that's fair.
relationship?
I don't think it's fair
I
for
mean,
you to be smashing and still be in the in the lurch. To women, because especially a virtuous woman. You know what I'm saying? I don't
but
think that's
virtuous
fair
women
to be
like to have sex
smashing.
too, bro. Don't fool yourself now.
They
Some of these
do,
virtuous
but
women, they just want to
but I
scratch
put
the
her
itch.
down and it'd be different afterwards.
She like you.
They
See,
don't want to
when
be
they don't
friends no more. So
listen. We got to see you when you had the women on here. You got to make sure they're honest because some
yeah.
women they mess around with dudes they know they're not gonna be with. They know they're not gonna have a commitment with them. They know that's just so they can get some. The dudes they
Yeah.
really like, that's the ones they make wait. They're gonna make you wait. They're gonna make you earn it. They're gonna make you work for it. That's the dudes they like. The dudes
Okay,
they
but
don't
see,
like, Dudes I don't like. Come on
Okay,
now.
but you're
Come
going
on.
off on a tangent. So let's bring
Come on. Come on.
So let's get back to it. So we're saying,
but no. I am answering your question. I am answering your question.
Mark is still answering. Okay, we're gonna come back to you. Go ahead, Mark. What you say?
To answer your question, it's real simple. Like a title has to be earned, right? And if at any time you are in the ring of trying to be whatever you're trying to be, if you're not crowned, then it's time to find another battle, another fight, another whatever it is. It's real simple. It ain't rocket science.
But are you leaving it up to her? Are you leaving it up to her to decide the timeline?
Well, it's up to her to determine it. Yes, absolutely. Everybody has to be in control of their own individual actions. So, of course, absolutely.
Okay. So 3 months in, she like, I should be a wife. If not, then I'm out.
Okay,
it depends on how. It depends on.
Damon, let's talk
depends
about
on
this timeline.
It depends
like
on.
so how long does it take for a man to know what he wants that woman, what the title of their relationship to be? How I understand I'm trying to
there's
get
no time on it.
There's no time on it.
You keep asking that question. There's no time.
That's why I said you got to get to know them. You got to spend time with them because again, when you meet a woman, you don't know if she's your wife or not. You may now. The thing is, for men,
in general, how long does it usually take you?
I don't know.
Well, we don't go around and say every woman.
Yeah, I don't walk into the door like
that's
you got 10 minutes.
No, right. I'm not saying. No, I'm just saying you don't know after a year.
Ooh, it depends on the situation.
Sometimes. I always say this. You need to have
keeping it real up until right now.
We are keeping it real.
No, what it is,
you don't like our answer.
You don't like our answer. Is that women that you're at a state that you think that we bullshitting you? Guess what? We ain't bullshitting you. We don't know. There's no time. Right?
I think you need to do at least 4 seasons.
I think you need. If you want to put a time on it,
I think you need to do 4 seasons together to see, because if I don't know what it's like to argue with you, if I don't know what it's like to travel with you, if I don't know what it's like, if I don't know how you deal with your family, and that stuff doesn't happen automatically. It's not like, oh, the first 6 weeks we did this and the next 6 weeks we did this, and then we did parenting, and then after parenting we talked about finances, and it doesn't work like that. That's not organic. So it could take a year or 2 years. It could take some time, but I got to get to know all the things that are important to me before I go, okay, boom, this is somebody I want to be with. It's just not one of those. Right. The challenge that we're up against. The challenge we're up against is a lot of women. Go ahead, brother. You go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Yeah. The challenge is that a lot of women, y'all are already in relationships in your head. In your mind, you already have your whole relationship planned out. You know where you get married. You know what kind of dress you're wearing. You know what house you're moving into. You know all that already before you even meet the dude. So then when you meet the dude, you just plug them into a role that you have already corrected. So 6 months into a relationship, guess what? You're a year into a relationship because in your mind, you was already there. 6 months later, you asking him, what are we doing? He's like, it's only been 6 months. You're like, but wait a minute. I've done this and I've done that and I've done this and I've done that. And he's looking at you like, but I thought that's just how you were. Like, this was only been 6 months. And so already we've created a situation where we're struggling to get on the same page because you're already ahead of me. You're way ahead of me on the spectrum because in your mind, you've already got this whole life set up. You got this relationship set up. It's going to be like this. We're going to go here for brunch. We're going to do this. We're going to go there on vacation. We're going to do this. We're going to that. I just got to find somebody to fit in this role right here. And it's hard for a lot of us guys because we meet you and we think, dang, she must really like me because she got this planned out and she want to go on vacation here and I think that and you call your homeboys like, man, I think I might have found somebody special. She must really like me because she had that stuff planned out. It was gonna be you or whoever else showed up that day. This is being real. I'm just being honest. A lot of times in y'all heads, y'all have it all mapped out, and you're just looking for somebody to drop into that role. And then when you find somebody who's cool, have a good conversation, then you think, oh, this is it. This is the one because I'm already 6 months in. Before I met him.
Okay, I can see how that happens, but okay, go ahead.
Smashing sends mixed signals though.
Right.
That's why women be
that's
like,
my point.
hey,
Right.
this a contract.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Because I done gave you the goods. You get what I'm saying? So I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you this. In my experience, when I don't smash a chick for a while, I find when I don't start, when we ain't smashing, I find out a whole bunch of what I don't like. I could vet them easier without that confusion in there. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Because she might
Mhm.
have some mom head. We might be great in bed, and a lot of times that's what make people get in relationships.
It make you
They
look
don't
over the
got to
red
get nothing else.
flags.
They call them
Yeah.
toxic. The
You look
only thing
past the
is
red
good is the
flags.
sex.
Yeah.
So, you smashing a girl for a whole year and you don't know what the fuck y'all
Yeah.
are. That's mixed signals for
Yeah.
women.
Be
In the
fun.
Bible, it says, and I don't want no Bible,
Yeah.
but I'm just say it's some truth in there. So the Bible says that when you lay with a woman, y'all married. You know how
Mm.
many women you married to, Damon, right now? I'm just messing. But
Two, two,
But
two.
so understand that most of us were raised on that book, right? We
Yeah.
read that part. That's subconsciously in their mind. So it's confusing for you to be like, well, it's up in the air, but we had some great sex. Like,
Yeah.
that's what you
But it's
are
a
to me.
lot. But well, let's be honest. There's a lot of guys out here really muddy in the waters. A lot of guys
Yeah.
lie. You know
Oh
what I'm saying?
man.
Like really, what we're doing is everybody has a responsibility. We're dealing with the backlash of a whole bunch of brothers that don't have a lot of games, so they gotta lie.
Starting with the
That's what
fathers.
that's what we're dealing with.
Starting with the
That's what
daddies.
That's it.
it's been given. It's been served up to women, so I can definitely see where
Yeah,
when
man.
guys play
But they got
house.
red flags everywhere.
Yeah, guys
So
play house a lot.
so take this one with you. Men fall in love with what they see. Women fall in love with what they hear. That's why women wear makeup and men lie. Is that what you're saying?
Wow.
Uh,
he just
I guess
summarized.
that's what you think I'm saying. I mean, I'm trying to figure out how that rolls into what I just said, but okay.
It's just that like when you say they muddy the water, I mean it's just a lot of people out here, men and women, that just
Right.
toxic, messy
Yeah, everybody's
drama.
both sides are
And,
toxic.
and you gotta fish through all that mess. You gotta fish through all the
Right.
muddy water and hope you find something of value that hasn't been tainted or tarnished. That's the other part. You got a lot of good people out
Or
here
something
that
or something
the
that can
wrong
be worked. Or
yeah.
something that can be with, or someone's halfway there. How about that?
Oh shit,
And
what she
those are
say?
the ones we like.
Let things play out.
Let things play out, communicate in
Who is this?
between.
Police
Don't take
white.
your time, but
Wow.
in your
See, these
boundaries.
pictures be confusing. Some of these profile pictures throwing me off, boy. I tell you. Listen,
So beautiful.
don't jump the gun. Yeah, everybody look great. I'm not like, damn. Everybody took a model
Oh,
photo
LaDonna,
shoot.
listen now. LaDonna, keep him rounded now.
Shut up.
You got stable.
I be like, we going
Yeah,
out?
yeah.
Who
Come
coming?
on. All I do is ring the bell. Nah, they come.
Man, they come.
What?
I'm telling you, it be all crap.
I
Okay,
think it's just
so
y'all. You
Right.
got to be careful because everybody goals are different. Some people out here looking for relationships. Some people out here looking for fun, and I think that's where we running into
Goals
problems.
should match up, bro. Goals should match up.
Yeah, guys,
Most
goals got to
definitely.
match up. Yeah.
definitely. Okay, so this was a great discussion. All right. What questions, and I'm taking notes, do you all have for the women next
Give me
week?
a week, man.
You need a week to come up with your questions.
Yeah, it's gonna come up throughout the week. I'm gonna text you. Crazy. Say, give it to me now.
Oh, that's
I
Because
know
we're
what.
trying to like dispel myths, and you know what I'm saying? It's some things that men probably like, you have like certain interpretations of like what women are thinking and what like we're gonna get the real answers from like good quality women, the 2 out of the 13 that y'all talking about. What do you
How
want
will
to
you
know from
determine
them?
that? How can you determine that being a woman that they're two good quality women because you don't date women? Is that correct?
Look,
Wait.
Mark,
You don't date
shut the
women.
hell up.
Wait. Do you date
How
women,
are you going to
Ladonna?
determine
Hold
that
on.
their quality?
No,
Wait.
she does not.
Let's clarify.
Does not. She don't play
Right.
like that.
I know she don't. So I'm just gonna figure out that they good quality women. How you gonna determine that?
Yeah,
Okay,
how do you know that?
we're not
Yeah.
gonna talk about the quality. Just some black, some intelligent. Everything that you said you wanted on your list, I'm gonna make sure they have all of that, and we're gonna ask them
Ooh,
these questions.
who is this?
I
You
can
finna
do some
matchmaking
matchmaking too now. You know,
I'm scared.
when you ready
Well,
now, you let me know. I got somebody for you.
All right, I'm gonna holler at you in 2026.
Damn.
what do
Hey,
I
I
want to
got
know
city.
from a
I
man?
got cities to build, man.
Right. Well, just be honest about what you want up front.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think that's the best thing.
honesty is that's probably the best thing, and then have realistic expectations of yourself and of the people that you want to date.
Oh my
Have
God.
realistic expectations.
Not Disney.
Yeah, like I mean, oh, and I'm gonna say this too. This is another one. Women body shame men too.
Mm.
I'm just gonna say that statement. Women body
But that
shame
don't
men
happen
too.
often, though, right?
Yeah, it happens every day. Let me tell you something. Because think about this. Women say they want to do this over 6 feet tall, right?
Mhm.
You realize that's body shaming, right? Because he has no control over his height.
That's true.
But they'll be like, I don't want him short because when I put on heels, I don't want to be taller than him. And for all she know, that dude might be the best thing that ever happened to her. But because he's short, she don't give him a shot. Or because they're overweight. Now you know, if you say he need to be tall, if a dude say she need to be under this amount of weight, now they call a man you body shaming. You ain't being fair. But it's no different. Everybody is body shaming each other when you start talking about these things that either people can't control. In some cases, they can control them. I'm just saying, be careful. Let's be equitable in our expectations of each other. Let's be equitable. Because I hear
Monica said just now, if a man has to wait a week to ask a woman a question, then he doesn't know what he wants. Red flag. Okay.
Look, Monica, you missed it. So Nye is going through some
Well,
healing
explain
from
it.
his last relationship.
well, what if he needs
Explain
to
it then.
formulate that question the right way?
Listen,
Right.
it's all
Get
good.
a one. Okay.
I
So what
don't.
did you see? What did you see on that question? Tell us the question then, Ladonna.
No,
That's
she's saying, I guess she's responding to Nye saying
No,
that he's
she's
like, I
saying to
need a
him,
week.
it shouldn't take him a week to ask a question, but he's trying to think about what he wants to ask. He's not just
Exactly.
gonna
I
blurt
want to
out
be wise
whatever.
and patient. All right.
okay.
Yeah,
I'm not. Yeah, I ain't. If that's your
Monica, give him
conclusion,
some grace.
Nye's a critical
if that's
thinker,
listen,
Monica. It's
if
no,
that's
yeah,
that,
he's gonna
Monica,
come
give him
with
some grace.
listen,
He's gonna give you
if
some
that's
powerful questions.
listen, if that's that sister's conclusion, we're gonna call her kangaroo because she just jumping. She jumping to him. I'm just playing. No, that's just her opinion. It's all good. I don't, and I'm trying to figure that out. So you're right.
What she say? I'm trying to read. Not doing heavy set.
Invite Tanil up.
Yeah, we need
What did you
Tania to
say?
come
Not
because she
doing
Yeah,
got something to
heavy
Tennille,
say
set.
about
Tennille,
Hold
everything.
up.
you gotta
Shoot
come
her.
on.
Shoot.
They can control their height.
Yeah. Shoot
Everybody
her
don't
thing
work out.
right now.
No, she talking
This could
about
be a
weight.
therapy session for her.
She's saying weight. Everybody can control their weight for the most part, but you can't control your
Oh
height.
yes, she's right
You
about
can't
that.
control whether you light skin or dark skin. You can't control how much hair you got in your head. Some
Shit,
stuff
you
you
could.
can't
Yes, you
control.
can.
Well, yeah, you
LeBron,
can.
and
Get a
then like
man
the
when you action
Jamaicans,
going on.
the Jamaicans,
So, but
that's
so
they
you
start.
can't have
Oh,
a type and a
I say get
preference.
what you.
Like you consider that
No, I say get
shaming?
what you want. I say shoot for what you want.
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
shoot what you want, but
Abs-
understanding that sometimes certain things due to certain factors you may not be able to achieve. Okay, such like you say, average
yeah,
man is 5'9". So
Hey, he said
shoot
shoot
for
for
what
so
what
you
you
have
want,
want.
but
at it.
what you
He
want may
said
not
Have
you're
at
want
it.
still
you.
you're still amongst the stars.
Have
Yeah,
at it.
if we're gonna
Right.
be honest about it, shoot for what you want, but what you want may not want you, so it's fine. And
Mm-hmm.
that's a reality that men have been dealing with since they were little kids. Like we've been know that, but
Oh,
I think a lot of women
yeah.
struggle in that
You
area.
you
Like,
do have to be attracted to people. Absolutely.
yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Not saying that.
Oh, I got a question for you, for the women. I got a question for you. My homeboys, we were talking about this other day. Would you be angry if a man needed to use a blue pill to sleep with you?
Ooh, that's a good
Can
one.
I answer that right now today?
That's for next week.
Yeah.
Oh,
I want to hear.
Would you?
I want to hear this.
Would you
Hey.
be mad if a man needed a blue pill to sleep with you?
She don't care.
By
okay,
the
we
way,
ain't
I have a
gonna answer that
product
question, but I'm
note
gonna
with
tell
that.
you that
Go
I'm gonna
ahead.
tell you what I would be mad about. I'll be mad if you need the blue
Now his
pill
mouth works.
The
and
first
you
time.
don't go get it. Like you still trying as if you
Yeah.
think your shit work and you know it don't work.
So they're
Damn.
just trying to stuff you.
And you just try to like mash potatoes with
You trying to stuff.
This
You
is
trying to stuff. Somebody, as we speak, somebody getting stuffed right now.
Right.
you
Yeah.
know your shit don't work. Like, why are you
Yeah.
Wow.
I think women. So I think since women are such in the mode of like trying to figure things out, they get mad if a guy don't try to figure it out. Right? They're more so mad that you not doing anything about it more than
Oh
anything.
God.
Tennille, you know what, Tennille?
Tennille, hey,
You off the chain right now. Tennille, you know what?
He about
See,
to
you
get
know what,
blocked.
Tennille? We need our own show with just Tennille. That's just her and the three of us. We gonna just, but he need to exercise to
That's
assist.
funny.
Tennille is off the chain. She said nope, but
She's
his mouth worked.
funny, dude.
Like, oh,
Tennille, follow me on Facebook.
Yeah, just eat your vegetables, man.
blue
Eat your
pill would
vegetables
make
and
me
eat your
nervous
coffee.
because of. Oh, look at Keisha worried about his side effects. Okay, all right.
No,
I'm just saying,
for
like,
him. Meaning
I'm just
dependency.
yeah. I mean, or the other side, other vice versa. He take the blue pill and it it never goes away.
It say if you take the blue pill and you hard for more than 4 hours, call the doctor.
You gotta go. No, you gotta go to the emergency room. I used to work in the ER, brother.
I'm calling more people. I'm just playing. I like the fact that he acknowledged that he needs some help, and obviously he was aware of the situation for sure.
What's her name? These
that's Khalees.
Khalees.
She said
probably.
she appreciated. She
Okay.
appreciated. I
Cause
like
some
the fact
women,
that he acknowledged that the nigga needs some help. It's really like a blood flow though. Like if you really want to solve the problem, go do some squats.
Exercise and vegetables.
I got a product that it make you stay ready. You know, it ain't just happens in an hour. It's just whenever you need it, it's there. You gonna rise in the sun with the morning. It's gonna normalize you again, like when you was a kid.
Hey, you need to get that on the market. You playing, nah?
Mm-hmm.
oh, we need to go and package that up, my brother. Let's go. I got a whole market for it. Let's get it.
Hey, bro, hit me up. I'm serious.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
What about?
What
Oh, what did
is
it say?
that?
What about the women that are too loose after the expiration date? Does that mean they are no good?
Oh my
What is
God, no.
Whoa!
I don't even want her to define loose.
I don't.
Oh no, this ain't no.
No, that's a
It's
dude.
Eric. I was
Oh,
like,
look at-
wait, who is this? No,
well,
That's
I
a
don't want him to
dude.
define.
That's
he
a
said,
dude.
what if the
Sorry,
women
I
are too
want him to
loose?
define loose. I ain't see the
Yeah.
person.
Right.
Oh
I
man,
mean,
Pepper's
that's a
coming with it.
whole.
Is there
The
That's
such
a
goat is
thing
whole.
as
coming with it.
loose
It
snacks, or
is
is
it?
that a myth?
What?
I don't know. I don't
Yes.
have
He
one.
said.
I
He
don't
said
have one.
some
Can you
women
tell
just
us?
like throwing a tennis ball down the
Yes.
hallway.
It ain't.
I can't
Yes.
answer that
It
question.
is. Yes, it is.
I
I
couldn't
will.
speak for
I'll
myself.
answer it for you. Yes. Yes. Yes, there is. Some
She
people.
better learn how to kegel.
Some people. Some people have been. A lot of cars been parked in the garage. Just a lot of cars. Just a lot of
Oh
cars. A
no.
lot of cars. I mean, I'm keeping it a buck. Y'all know. Y'all don't want to say it, but y'all know. Some people you be like, God, dog.
I mean, I don't. You know,
You had
I know you
experienced
don't.
that part?
Nobody want to say
uh,
that. Nobody want to
I,
say it. Nobody
I
want to say
feel
it. But
hoes. I feel hoes. I feel
Yeah,
hoes.
I
So
ain't.
I don't know. You know,
I hear you.
everything fits.
I
Like
hear
they
you.
love.
Just remember.
Everything's fitting.
I
I
hear
don't
everybody
know.
say that. Just remember, an 8-pound baby comes out of there. So yeah.
Man,
Hey, well, you know,
And
just
you
wait.
wait 6 weeks, and we right back.
right back.
Some of y'all.
Not my parents. I got
Some of
brothers and
y'all.
sisters that's 9 months apart.
Right. Right. To the day. Waited to the day.
9 months apart.
Yeah, I'm crazy, man.
Oh my gosh.
Lord.
Now this was fun. I appreciate you guys coming on. Like, cause what I like about the three of you, like I said, you have like different perspectives. You're gonna keep it 100 raw and uncut.
You should have been on this, man.
And
Oh, we
it's
didn't even do the raw and uncut version. My bad. Okay, we'll do that next time.
Oh, for sure.
we
We just
gonna keep
warming
the
up. We just
conversation
want
going in the after
to ease
hours.
them in.
We're gonna do the Smart Love After Dark.
Exactly.
We coming on March.
Log on to Patreon. You can get the After Dark version.
Facts.
Oh my gosh.
That-
No, but real talk, like I think that I want to have more sessions like this because women need to hear this. You know what I'm saying? Like we come up with our own things in our head, like answers to these questions. And it could be based on our own, our
We
own
know.
experiences, what other women have told us, what we see on TV. So I'd rather get it from the horse's mouth. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it from the source.
Mhm.
And especially if we're saying, like I consider the three of you like good men. And don't
Why
ask
would
me
you?
how to
Why would
define
you do
that.
that and then put a quotation mark in there? It's either what it is. Good
That's
men.
it.
Because I don't really know for
Right.
sure.
That's
Right.
what you call a
We
backhanded
said how many
compliment.
years.
I
I'm
mean-
gonna call you out. I'm gonna call you
That's a
out.
backhanded insult.
Right.
No, I'm
like,
just saying, like if when
Y'all are
women
real
like,
handsome to be black. That's what she said.
Yeah.
no,
You're
because like when women
handsome.
say, okay, so good. I say that in quotes because that's relative, right? It's
I
like
know.
what's
Yeah.
good to
I
you.
know what you're saying.
And
We get
so when a woman says like, oh, like we're all the good men, and like, and we want to know like, what qualities are you all looking for? Like, how
Running
do you all
away
go
from
about
y'all.
dating, and like,
Man.
trying to decode what we think the good men are thinking. So that's what all this is. That's all that is. That's why I put it in quotes. Like, I don't know. Are you a good man? I don't know.
Sometimes.
Mhm.
Depend on the relationship, probably. I
Well,
don't know.
I try to be. I'll be working on it. But
Yeah.
I ain't
You
perfect.
try to be the best you can in every situation you're in, but
Yeah.
you
Try to grow from it.
Yeah. Like, cause I remember now, like you and I were having a conversation, and I was saying something about, like all these men in Atlanta cheating and this, and then you was like, not all men cheat. I'm like, I looked at you like you just told the biggest lie ever told. A fuck.
Damn, that's messed up that y'all think all men do it though.
Nah, cheaters cheat. That's the difference. You gotta know the difference.
Because women and men cheat. It's crazy. It's
More
wild.
women cheat than men. You believe it or
But
not, more women
usually-
cheat than men do.
Right.
Yeah.
I
But
mean, I feel like
But
everyone
usually
has
the
the
women I choose
capacity
that I'm
to
with,
cheat.
a woman that I'm with, I don't want to let her down. That's the main. I don't want to disappoint her. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm with somebody, I'm looking at you like, we fuck with each other. I'm gonna ride or die for you, but I'm gonna wait now because it's hard being the only ride or die.
Mm. Yeah,
You
I gotta
good?
go both ways.
I'll wait. Like
Insert boys to men.
I don't because I don't know you motherfuckers. Shit.
To the end
Y'all do
of
niggas.
the road.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So I'll wait.
Okay.
It's all good. I mean, these discussions are really to help, build, not tear down.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
These are to build, like I say sometimes on my platform, sometimes you got to bring the belt out. You know what I'm saying? Just like your mama, she'll whoop you, but she still love you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I think we can't get tough love as being badgering, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have to
Yeah,
look at tough love as being a way to help improve in things that we may see. And see, here's the thing: it's almost similar to, like, again, using the child as an example. You whip your child because you're disappointed in that they're not reaching their maximum potential.
or their choices. Yeah.
Right. They're not maximum. So your mama pulled the belt out. So some of the things that we may say may sound like we're taking a proverbial belt out, but it's all out of love.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say that.
And I want to say this. I love black women exclusively. I want us to
Yes,
be
sir.
right. You
Yes,
get what I'm
sir.
saying? I love
Yes, sir.
y'all to life, man. So let's get right. Let's not stop falling for the psyop with these social media separating us and having just our own. We not counseling nobody else on what The women not counseling nobody else on what men want, and men not counseling nobody else on what women want, but we think we know. It's crazy.
Right.
They think we
Right.
like BBLs. They are far from the truth. I don't want nothing green leaking on me while I'm smacking cheeks. You hear me? I need all natural. But I love black women. I want to say that. All right.
I love that. I love that. Okay, you know what? That's actually a good way to close this out. So, Nye, you just gave us your closeout. You love black women. Damon. Oh wait, Nye, tell the people how to find you, follow you on your platforms, and what you're doing.
We on all platforms. The project. I'm one part of the projects. We on all the platforms. Social media, Twitter, Instagram. If you look right here on, it's at the projects, the underscore projects 44. Just follow us. We'll follow you back.
All right, thank you, Nye. Okay, Damon, what you want to leave us with? What's the word?
I think the biggest thing is to just be self-aware and be honest with yourself first. I think if you take the time to get to know yourself and love on yourself, then finding love will be a lot easier because you know what you're looking for. So I think it's just being more self-aware and being real honest with yourself about, hey, I've been blaming Derek for this for all these years, but really it was my fault. I chose this, I chose that. I didn't have to say yes to this, I didn't have to choose that. And once you get honest with yourself and really take the time to get to know yourself, I think finding love will be a lot easier.
I love that. Okay, and then where can we find you, follow you, what your projects you got going on?
I'm relaunching a podcast called The Thing About Us. It's on Instagram, Facebook, and so look for that coming out soon. That's really it for me. The Thing About Us podcast.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Damon.
No problem.
Mark.
What you want to know?
just final thoughts.
My final thought on everything. I guess. I'll just say this. I think right now the climate is getting ready to shift. I think everybody who's coming from a place of it's the gender war era. I think it's getting ready to close. I think right now, I think there's going to be a shift for accountability at some point, right? Because really, I really truly think, just based upon my time in this space, I definitely know for sure that, and this is just what I see out, and as I say on the field, women definitely are trying to get it right because they're going to show up to those events. They're going to show up to those singles events. They're going to tune in. Like even with podcasts of relationships, 80% of women 80% of podcasts about relationships are women, right? It's very few men that are actually supporting these platforms, right? So to me, I think that's just an example of indirectly, I think that's one step, and then it's going to be accountability. So I think when everybody becomes accountable with their own part, men and women, I think it's going to shift, right? And just understand at some point it's not always going to be like that because that stuff is fading out. And last but not least, understand most of these dudes that are saying this stuff are nerds, right? Remember, they're nerds. They're the dudes that don't have the practice to talk to women. When they see certain stuff they don't like, they don't have the ability to go in to say, hey, I got you. Let me do this. Now, fellas, if you do it and they don't respond, then leave their heads where they're at. But my point is, my point is that don't listen to half of the stuff you hear on the internet about what type of woman that a man tries to define you are, because they ain't got enough practice. All right, so that's all I got to say. You can find me on Date Night Online. Man, I'm pretty much streaming 3-4 times a week. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays. I do Mark's top 10. Matter of fact, man, we did top 10 the other day. I put that out. Top 10 reasons why men cheat. That was definitely a great session we had, and then I got top 10 reasons why women cheat. Yeah, top 10 reasons why women cheat. I got that up too, and so I do a top 10 every like I'm gonna move it to Wednesday. So I'm gonna see what Wednesday's like.
Okay,
and then that's it. And then also Date Night and Chill. I also have interactive video. So I put up a documentary. Last week we did a documentary of tourism when women go out on vacation and seek for love, right? So
Sex
we actually,
tourism.
yeah, we watch the video and I interact on those videos. That's date night and chill. That's on Friday nights, right? On mostly on Facebook, YouTube. Subscribe to channels. That's it.
All right.
That's how we do it.
Well, this was our episode of Smart Love with a few good men. Thank you all so much. I'm going to end the live, and this will be posted on my YouTube channel, Facebook, and Instagram, Smart Love Inc. Thank you all.
Peace.
All right, cool.